Hello, this is Tyler Beamer from Haywood Community College. This is an instructional math video to show students how they can use the loan comparison calculator template in Excel to work on their Chapter 4 Section D homework in Math 143, especially on problems where you are comparing different mortgage loans and calculating monthly payments and determining the total amount in interest and principal paid for each of the loans. I have a similar problem on my math lab pulled up here. It says consider a home mortgage of $200,000 at a fixed APR of 6% for 15 years. Calculate the monthly payment. Determine the total amount paid over the term of the loan, and of the total amount paid, what percentage is paid towards the principal and what percentage is paid for interest. Okay, so let's open up Excel. So I've got a blank workbook here. So I'm going to click on File, New, and search for Loan Comparison Calculator. And that is the name of the template, so it should be the first one that comes up. So click on it, click Create. Okay. And so this template allows you to compare 3 different loans at once, which is really great for a lot of the My Math Lab problems you're working on in this section. It's also a really powerful tool if you're actually shopping for a mortgage and you have 3 different loans from 3 different banking institutions that you want to compare to see which one is a better deal in terms of how much you're paying over the life of the loan. So as you can see, you've got 3 different scenarios representing 3 different loans. Here's the principal, how much you're borrowing, the term, so the number of years, the payment frequency. In terms of My Math Lab problems, that's going to be monthly, but it is possible to pay your mortgage more than once a month, so it has the option for you to change that. The APR, interest rate. And those are the only variables that you should be changing, and then Excel will calculate your monthly payments, give you the total number of payments, the total in interest, and then the total cost of the loan for each scenario. It will also graph this over here, which is really nice to give you a graphical perspective for comparison purposes. Alright, so let's look at this problem that we have in My Math Lab. It says consider a home mortgage of $200,000 at a fixed APR of 6% for 15 years. So I'm going to go back to my template. I'm going to change the pertinent information to match the problem. So I'm going to change the principal to $200,000. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and delete the number of years for scenarios 2 and 3 since I only have one loan option in this particular problem. That way I don't get my numbers confused. We have a fixed APR of 6%. So I'm going to change my annual interest rate to 6%. I want to make sure that this payment frequency is monthly. So N will be 12 since I'm making monthly payments. And it's for 15 years, so I want to change the number of years to 15. So double click and change that. And as you can see, as I'm changing these variables, Excel is computing the monthly payment, which is here for scheduled payment, the total interest paid, and the cost of the loan. So the cost of the loan is composed of the principal and the interest. So we can use this information to help us answer the question. So the total monthly payment from our spreadsheet, $1,687.71. So $1,687.71. Okay, check that answer. Total payment over the term of the loan. So that is the cost of the loan. So $303,788.46. and then the percent in principal and interest. So if we go back to our comparison tool, we know that we paid $103,788.46 in interest. And we have a total cost of $303,788.46. So to get the percent in interest, I want to divide the total in interest by the total cost of the loan. So 103,788.46 divided by 303,788.46, and that gives me the percentage as a decimal. So then times that by 100 to make it move the decimal to the right 2 places. So we'll get 34.16%. So let's see how Excel wants us to calculate that. So round to the nearest tenth, so that would be 34.2. And then from here, to find the percent paid towards the principal, I can subtract the 34.2 from 100. Since those are the only 2 things I'm paying on the loan, I'm paying the interest and principal. So when I do 100 minus 34.2, I get 65.8. And so that should be the amount paid towards principal. Okay. So that Excel template is very helpful when computing these problems. I want to show you another problem. This is a problem where you're comparing 3 different loans. So someone needs to borrow $12,000 to buy a car. The person has determined that monthly payments of $275 are affordable. The bank offers 3-year loan at 8% APR, 4-year loan at 8.5%, or a 5-year loan at 9%. So which loan meets the person's needs? Okay, so let's go back to our template. And in this particular case, we are comparing 3 loans. So we want to use all 3 scenarios. We're going to change our principal to $12,000. Okay. The first loan option is 3 years at 8%. So we're going to change the number of years to 3. Change the APR to 8%. Okay. Scenario 2 is 4-year loan at 8.5%. So 4, 8.5%. And then I want to change this to monthly. And then the third option is a 5-year loan at 9%. So let's change 5-year loan at 9%. Okay. So Excel is calculating the monthly payments here for all 3 loan options, the total in interest for all 3, and the total cost of the loan for all 3. Okay, so if we go back to our problem, it says this person can only pay up to $275. So the loan option that would work best would be scenario 3. That monthly payment is $249.10. So the third option is the best. $249.10 is less than the maximum budgeted amount of $275 per month. Okay. So I urge you to use this Excel template for loan comparisons, not only for your homework, but whenever you go to take out a mortgage or a vehicle loan and you want to compare different loan options from different financial institutions, it can help you make a good decision. So if you have any questions, please email or stop by office hours, and have a great day.